Welcome to our discussion on the critical issue of child labor in the mining industry and responsible mining practices. In this video, we will delve deeper into the reasons behind child labor in mining, its devastating impact on children, and the measures taken by the industry to combat this problem. Mining is a crucial sector for the world economy, but it is also one of the most hazardous industries for workers, particularly for children. The United Nations estimates that approximately 1 million children work in mines globally, with many of them being subjected to long hours, hazardous conditions, and inadequate protection. Child labor in mining is driven by various factors such as poverty, lack of education, and weak enforcement of labor laws. In many developing countries, mining is often the only source of employment and income for poor families, and children are forced to work to supplement their parents' income. The impact of child labor in mining is severe and long-lasting. Children working in mines are exposed to hazardous working conditions, including exposure to toxic chemicals and gases, accidents, and injuries. They also often work in cramped and poorly ventilated spaces, leading to respiratory diseases and other health problems. Child labor can also have a detrimental effect on the child's mental and emotional well-being, as they are often deprived of their childhood and the opportunity to attend school, socialize, and play. The mining industry has recognized the importance of addressing the issue of child labor and has taken various measures to combat it. One of the most crucial steps taken by the industry is to promote responsible mining practices. Responsible mining involves the implementation of sustainable and ethical mining practices that prioritize the protection of the environment, workers' rights, and local communities. Responsible mining practices aim to eliminate the use of child labor in mining and provide safe and decent working conditions for workers. Mining companies have started to collaborate with local governments and civil society organizations to develop programs that help families and communities access education and other economic opportunities, thereby reducing the need for children to work in mines. Furthermore, responsible mining practices prioritize the safety and well-being of workers by providing them with adequate protective gear, training, and medical care. Companies also work to minimize the environmental impact of mining by implementing sustainable mining practices, including recycling, reducing waste, and minimizing pollution. In addition to these measures, the mining industry has also been working to increase transparency and accountability in its operations. Companies are now required to disclose their social and environmental impact, including their efforts to combat child labor in mining. However, much more needs to be done to address the issue of child labor in mining fully. Governments need to enforce labor laws and regulations strictly and ensure that companies comply with international labor standards. Companies must also take a more proactive approach to identify and eliminate child labor in their supply chains and work with their suppliers to promote responsible mining practices. In conclusion, child labor in the mining industry is a significant problem that requires urgent attention. While the industry has taken some measures to combat this issue, there is a need for a more concerted effort to address this problem fully. Responsible mining practices, increased transparency and accountability, and collaboration between the industry, governments, and civil society organizations are critical in eliminating child labor in mining and promoting safe and sustainable mining practices. We must all work together to ensure that the mining industry operates ethically and responsibly and that children are protected from the harmful effects of child labor. Thanks for watching.